never gonna stop. We sing about school with a hit to the hop. We're just like you. Wanna keep that rock, that rock, that rock, that rock. My favorite part of Project Aspire when we go down to Shrubs Club.
My favorite part of Project Aspire is when I learn about doctors.
I have a lot of fun because they make the good vegetables that I can get healthy.
When I go home, I share the fruits and vegetables, the recipe with my mom so she can make it so I can eat it.
The Yes I Can student is if you can believe and you can do anything you could. In the Scrub Club, I like the art because I like to draw at home with my grandma.
My favorite part of Project Aspire is when we go to the clubhouse and make art collection.
The chefs come, I feel interested by the fruits and vegetables that they have.
Yes, I can.
I have a surprise for you guys. Remember we were talking about you guys were going to get your scrubs? Yay! So let me put on mine first so I can show you what you're about to look like. What? This is you guys.
No, you folks said we're going to have the adults help us.
Yes, come help. Miss Keisha put their names on there. This is Navante. Put your shirts on. Put your scrub shirt on.
Let me see how awesome you look in this. Put that on.
Let me get it on my Glenn, here you go.
Ready?
Yes, I can!
That's fine. It's over. Right?
Who remembers where the heart is from the video?
Let's do our shoulder rolls like 10 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Be using a little plastic case and this really cool string, and you're going to be able to wear it around your neck. But this is, when you make this and you have the plastic and the string, this is your responsibility. This is going to be your ID to get into our Scrubs Club. Of themselves. What I did this as an example to show the kids. And this is a portrait of me about 11, 12 years ago. And it is kind of funny. It looks kind of like me, but it's a reflection of what I thought I looked like when I looked in the mirror at that time. So it has the kind of like my eyes, kind of the shape, joints smooth, and we learned all about joints last Thursday, because our elbows and our knees, the skeleton, those are the joints in our bodies. And of course, I did this with my class. When I was in your age, I always got attention for being really good in art class. So when I wrote what I want to be when yes, I can, with an exclamation point, and I'm going to put member. You've been members of Yes I Can Club since 2007.
Yeah.
Did you ever see like a card that says members since and they have a certain date? You've been established in this particular date.
The picture?
You can put your picture. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Excellent. What else? You could what? Your zip code. Good idea. What else?
Your cell phone number?
Your cell phone. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to draw on the details. I'm going to put in my eyes, in my lips. Okay, dinner. and then I'm going to do some erasing, and then maybe I will your thing.
I can see. My favorite color is blue.
Once you have your who can draw better. This is just a portrait of what you want to have. Just let me stop the big guy.
What is that?
Who likes candy? You like candy, right? That's right.
The children become involved, and it's part of the kinesthetic process for most children, because at this age they need to be able to move, they need to be able to touch, to feel, to experience, not just have someone talk to them, but they become a part of the whole process of learning about different vegetables and how they grow and how they feel, how they taste.
We're going to use 2 recipes right now. I'm going to need
We tell you that much.
some other fruits that is dry. A dry
What is
fig.
that?
And this is dried cranberries.
What is that?
This is Ms. Jay Johnson, who is our 4th and 5th grade assistant principal at PS 197. And we're now in the Scrubs Club, grades 3 to 5. So next year, we'll be joining her with the 4th and 5th graders. But Ms. Johnson knows the program.
Yes, I do, and we're quite delighted that you, Toro College, and all the support staff are here weekly to support us and helping our children to move forward, to aim high, to become experienced with vocabulary, eating correctly, the importance of good nutrition, exercise, and even social skills, where children are learning from one another, sharing information, listening to one another, as well as to our presenters. We can see this turnkeyed into the classroom, into our cafeteria, during our lunch and breakfast. Children are making healthy choices. They are taking fruit over candy bars, vegetables over sweet treats. And we're, and one thing about having a balanced life is that we have to remember we're planning for the whole child. Whole child, healthy, making healthy choices, not only in food and beverage, but also in their everyday social life outside school, inside the school community. It's very, very
important. And of course, learning. How about the atmosphere here at the school just helps us reinforce the importance of lifelong learning and an education. And we thank you for that.
But I want to say one more thing.
Go ahead.
I love it when I go into the lower grades, because we haven't quite moved up to grade 4 and 5, the grades that I supervise yet. But to hear the excitement and the use of vocabulary is really very important, because we want our children to have wonderful, wonderful lives. And thank you.
Thank you.
What is your name?
Ruth Fair. I'm the Director of Nutrition and Wellness for the Palette Fund.
What is the Palette Fund?
The Palette Fund is a non-profit organization that teaches nutrition education to kids.
How does the Palette Fund work along with Project Aspire through Toro College?
The Palette Fund partners with
How does the Palette Fund work with Project Aspire in Toro College?
The Palette Fund works in partnership with Toro College to bring nutrition education to kids in underserved communities and public schools like PS 197.
The goals of the Palette Fund is to?
The goal of the Palette Fund is to introduce kids to eat fruits and vegetables, have them become familiar with them, then we cook with them, and then the ultimate goal is that they will bring that message to their homes as well and have the parents do the same.
Does each class work with their own chef?
Correct. We assign one chef to work with a specific class throughout the years, and we do cooking classes twice a month.